Elijah Wood stars in Maniac, Franck Khalfoun's remake of the 1980s slasher by the same name. Wood portrays a psychotic New Yorker who murders women and takes their scalps as trophies. The film, which co-stars Azaria and Nora Arnezeder, premiered at the Cannes Film Festival Midnight Series.
I think reading the script, I found it very disturbing, thinking about what I was reading in terms of it being through the killer's perspective. Because it is very unsettling. You, as you're watching it, are the one killing. You are the one experiencing these things. It's shot almost entirely in POV. And it's honestly one of the things that intrigued me the most about it. I at the time, hadn't seen the original film, and I'm normally adverse to doing remakes. The idea of remakes doesn't generally excite me unless you've taken something and made something completely different. The presence of me is felt, but it's all through my eyes. It's a very interesting place for an audience to exist for that span of time. And as an actor, to only be seen in kind of shadowy ways and to see me in reflections and was just a very intriguing, kind of interesting artistic choice, and I thought it would be a lot of fun. It's definitely a very different choice. You know, I'm definitely not Joe Spinell. And I think the take on the character is very different, although the character is very much the same in terms of what he's going through and his compulsions, you know, his history with his mother. A lot of the framework for the character is the same. It's a lot of different elements. It's really interesting, and it kind of hit me once we actually started that the character is coming alive by Maxime, the cinematographer and operator. He's the character. I'm partly the character on set. Stephen, who's my second double, is also the character, because sometimes he'll put his right arm in and I'll put my left arm in, so it looks like the camera is one person. It's a combination of a lot of efforts, and I think a lot of it's also going to come together in the sound recording. Probably going to have to re-record a lot of the dialogue, record breathing, a sense of presence. I mean, it's going to be a combination of a lot of different elements coming together that will make the character come alive, which is, I've never worked like that before. It's very interesting. I think genre's taken a little bit more seriously now. I mean, I think at the time, it was probably considered a B movie, partially because it didn't have the right distribution, and it was very controversial at the time for its violence towards women. We've become desensitized to certain elements. So I think that movie could be made now. It's being made now. But if that movie had come out now, yeah, it might be accepted by a wider audience. I think, again, mainly, I think genre is being accepted on a much larger scale now. It's very popular genre films. We're making something that's really, I mean, just cinematically really beautiful. As intense and as dark as the material is, and as harsh as the violence is, there's something really beautiful about the imagery and very cinematic. I think if you're a horror film or a genre film fan, it's something that you'll appreciate.